The night the mask slipped, I watched from the upstairs window as the man who'd been sleeping with my wife casually walked up the steps to my front door. His gait confident, a bouquet of flowers in hand, completely unaware he was walking into a trap. Let me back up. My name is Darren Whitmore, and until recently, I thought my marriage to Alina was built on mutual respect, passion, and trust. We were that couple. The ones everyone envied. I ran a successful chain of boutique hotels in Italy, and Alina worked at a high-end art gallery known for its exclusive clientele and elite events. We lived in a sleek, modern home in The Hague, filled with curated furniture, art pieces, and, so I believed, love. But sometimes the people you trust the most are just better at lying than you are at noticing. I first heard the story that cracked open my blind faith in marriage from my friend Nolan. We were having drinks on his terrace one evening when he said, "You know the story of Victor and Layla, right? The couple everyone used to say belonged in a movie." He leaned back, swirling his whiskey. Turns out it was all smoke and mirrors. He told me how Victor, a hotel executive like me, had once been hopelessly in love with Layla, a gallery curator known for her charm and grace. Victor said those first years were like a dream, spontaneous trips to the coast, dinners in vineyards, and the kind of intimacy people write books about. But something shifted. Nolan's tone darkened. It started with the little things. Layla was always texting during dinner, claiming she had urgent gallery business. She grew distant, cold even. Victor brushed it off at first, thinking it was just burnout or pressure. But then came the coat. I raised an eyebrow. One rainy night, Layla got home late. She kissed Victor on the cheek like always and said the event went well. He went to hang up her coat and found a receipt in the pocket. A boutique hotel in Amsterdam. 3 nights prior. The exact night she said she worked late. That story hit too close to home, because something similar had just happened to me. That same week, Alina came home drenched in rain, her heels clicking sharply on the wood floors. She tossed her coat on the dining chair, murmured something about a last-minute artist meetup, then disappeared upstairs. I went to tidy up, and as I lifted her coat, a crumpled slip of paper fluttered to the floor. It was a receipt, from the Eloria Hotel, a luxury spot known for discreet romantic getaways. The date. The same night she claimed to be stuck prepping for a gallery event. My stomach sank. But I didn't confront her. Not yet. That night, as she lay beside me in bed, breathing softly, I stared at the ceiling, 1,000 images flashing through my mind. Who was he? How long had it been going on? Was I just another fool who ignored the signs? The next morning, once she left for work, I opened her laptop. My hands were shaking so badly I nearly dropped it. Emails, spreadsheets, nothing suspicious. But then I saw his name, Kabir Sharma. Started off innocent. Discussions about a sculpture auction. Then it shifted. Last night was magic. I keep thinking about your lips. And her reply. Me too. Friday can't come soon enough. The betrayal felt like a silent explosion. It wasn't loud. It wasn't dramatic. It was numbing. I didn't scream. I didn't cry. I just sat there in the quiet, realizing the woman I shared my life with was living a double life right under my nose. But I wasn't going to explode in blind fury. Well, I needed more than digital whispers and hotel slips. I needed truth. Undeniable, inescapable truth. So I hired someone. A discreet private investigator named Corinne, recommended by Nolan. Within a week, I had more than I wanted to see. Photos, text, audio clips. Kabir was married. 2 kids. A corporate lawyer who regularly met Alina at hotels during her late nights. And suddenly everything made sense. Distance. The constant phone in her hand. The way she smiled more at texts than she did at me. But I still waited. I wanted them to feel it. I told Alina I had a weekend work trip in Madrid. She barely reacted, just gave me a distracted, travel safe. Like I was a colleague, not her husband. That stung. I parked my car 3 blocks away and walked back through the side alley to our home. Just as predicted, around 6:45 p.m., Kabir's sleek silver BMW pulled into the driveway. I watched him step out with flowers and wine, like he was showing up for a date night in his house. They laughed. They toasted. They made themselves comfortable in my living room like they owned it. After an hour, I walked in through the front door. The silence that fell was absolute. Kabir froze mid-laugh, the wine glass halfway to his lips. Alina stood, the color draining from her face as if she'd seen a ghost. I said nothing at first. I walked slowly to the coffee table and dropped a thick folder with a satisfying thud. Inside, surveillance photos, emails, screenshots, hotel records. I looked at her, dead in the eyes. "Explain this." Alina's lips trembled. "Darren, this isn't what it looks like." I laughed once, bitterly. "Don't insult me with that line." Kabir stood awkwardly, trying to formulate an excuse, but I raised my hand to stop him. "Sit down. You'll leave when I say you can." He sank into the chair like a guilty schoolboy. "I gave both of you the benefit of the doubt," I continued, my voice level. "And you repaid it with deception, disrespect, and cowardice. In my house." Alina started crying. She tried reaching for me, blubbering about loneliness and regret. I stepped back. "You weren't lonely. You were bored. And instead of telling me, you chose lies and lust." Kabir stood up again. "I should go." I blocked the path. "Not before your wife gets everything I've gathered." His face turned pale. Within the week, I sent an anonymous package to Kabir's wife. Every sordid detail laid out neatly. My lawyer served Alina with divorce papers. With the evidence in hand, she didn't contest much. She lost her claim to our home, our savings, and even the respect of our friends. People talk. Word spread through the gallery scene like wildfire. Her clients stopped calling. Kabir's law firm opened an internal investigation. Last I heard, he took a leave of absence to deal with family issues. But this story isn't about revenge. It's about clarity. It's about that moment when the truth stands naked before you and you have to decide who you are going to be next. Alina once wrote me a letter, one she never sent, where she confessed that she hated herself for what she did, that she never stopped loving me. But love, real love, doesn't act like that. I burned the letter. Now I live in Florence. A simpler apartment, fewer friends, but more peace. Betrayal didn't destroy me. It revealed the lies I was too trusting to see. And in that wreckage, I found something stronger than love. Found myself.